Hey y'all, this is your girl Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance here live to do our free yes and no questions reading. In today's video, you guys, my subscribers, get to ask any yes or no question for absolutely free. All you have to do is type hashtag Q with your yes and no question into the chat, and I will answer your question for absolutely free. Now, there's a catch. Of course, I can't get to everybody's question, but I will go ahead and answer the questions of those that I feel spiritually drawn to. If you are eager to get a guaranteed reading today, no worries. All you have to do is send a super chat of $10 or more, and I will add you to my VIP list. These beautiful souls are people that will get a guaranteed reading live, but it must be a yes or no question. So, again, yes or no questions only if you send a super chat, yes or no questions only in the chat. As a reminder, if you are a member of the channel, meaning you have a royalty crown next to your name is highlighted green, those are my channel members. And as an exclusive free gift to you today, you will get a guaranteed mini reading today. So if you are a member, that's right, you get a free guaranteed mini reading today. To participate, members, simply type your question. You can do hashtag Q in the chat as well, or just type your question, and I will add you to my list. If you are sending your super chat of $10, you will also be added to the list. So get those questions ready, collective, because we're going to spend a little time today, just me and you, vibing, connecting, and getting those dying questions answered. Big shout out to Lisa and Frame Frenzy, who are moderators on this live. Mwah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sending those positive energies to you all and reminding you guys to not forget to like the video, to show your favorite tarot reader on YouTube some love and support. Thank you all so much for your time and free donation to the channel of helping people navigate through our readings. As I mentioned, I am making a list of VIPs. These are people who will get a guaranteed reading. So I'm going to go ahead and start making that list now. I've started it already, but I see we have a couple of my members coming onto the live. So members, please go ahead and type your questions into the chat. If you are not a member, go ahead and consider joining today. It's only $9.99 per month. Z, I got your question, love. Lady Sandy, I have your question. Lady Sandy, you'll be first. And then we have Z. So I'm going to make a list. These are our VIP clients. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay. So to start the reading today, we're going to start off with Miss Lady Sandy. Miss Lady Sandy, are you ready? Miss Lady Sandy, your question was, Who are you spiritually? Who are you spiritually? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Miss Lady Sandy. Who is Miss Lady Sandy spiritually? The Strength in the reverse, the King of Wands. You're someone with a lot of fight, a lot of courageous energy, but you haven't really tapped into that fully yet. So you're a go getter, a natural leader. You have a lot of determination to go for your goals. And you're also a overcomer of a lot of things. So I feel like in this lifetime, you've overcome a lot of challenges, and don't let that get you down. I think you need to hear that. Don't let these challenges in your life get you down or make you feel defeated or make you feel like you can't reach this maximum potential. I think you're definitely on the right track, and you were meant to go through these very, very difficult cycles, right? Where you may have felt taken advantage of or been a part of a lot of one sided connections. They were destined to come into your life, Lady Sandy, to make you very strong, very powerful, to live up to your full potential. It is a spiritual lesson, spiritual test to get you to the next frequency. But you're meant to lead, you're meant to um, overcome and use that pain for your purpose. I hope that helps. Thank you, Lady Sandy, for being a loyal subscriber and member of the channel. Lady Sandy says, wow, Mika, you're spot on. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ruby's in the building. Hey, Ruby, we're going to get you on our VIP list, beloved. Just give me 1 second. You heard it first. Lady Sandy says I'm spot on. So don't sleep on it, y'all. If y'all thinking about getting a reading, don't sleep on it. Your girl is good. Your girl is good. Thank you, Ruby, for the $10. You're next after Z. Z, you ready, girl? So Z wants to know, does Mr. DL have romantic feelings for you? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about DL. DL connected to Z. What is D's true and honest feelings for Z? Is it romantic in nature? Ace of Wands in the reverse, Four of Swords, Temperance. Underneath the deck, we have the Devil with the seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords. There is a definite blockage, Z, that prevents DL from surrendering, building, creating, connecting to you on a deep emotional, romantic level. There's something significant about stress, feeling very stressed, very burdened, and very overwhelmed concerning the connection between you two. And I think it's because of the expectation of what you want, what you're seeking, what you want from the connection with him. So, if I were to be completely honest, it's hard to reach balance, tranquility, peace. So, Instead, Z, you're dealing with someone who is just kind of like causing a lot of delay. So this could be someone that keeps putting things on hold, stringing things along because they know what you want out of the connection. They're really struggling to get to that level of commitment. So right now, it feels like this is someone that's not leading with their intuition. They rather just kind of like embrace their singlehood or just kind of protect their singlehood at this time. All right. Sorry about that, beloved, but that's what we have. All right. Let me know if it resonates, Z. Thank you, Z, so much for supporting the channel. All right. We have Miss Ruby next. Let me get these questions lined up, guys. After Ruby, we'll have When Love Heals. After When Love Heals, we will have Kamisha. Kamisha 91. Kamisha, how you doing, beloved? Go ahead and drop your question into the chat so I can save it for you. So when we get to your question, I'll have it already saved and ready to go. And you'll be good to go. So just drop your question into the chat. Remember, if you send a super chat, guys, it must yield $9.99 or more, okay? To be considered for the guaranteed yes and no question. And Kamisha, it must be a yes or no question, okay? That's important. Miss Ruby, Ruby, you still here? You're next. Ruby. All right, Ruby, let's do it, girl. Kamisha, I got your question. I'll go ahead and jot that down. So Ruby wants to know, is the special girl paying Jay for, let's say, adult activities? Just curious, being nosy. Sorry, but not sorry. Okay, let's see. Again, guys, if you want a guarantee question, it must be $9.99 or more. Okay. All right, Ruby, let's do it. So, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Ruby's person. The person on Ruby's mind, the special girl, the special girl. I wonder why she's special. Is she paying Jay for adult activities in the bedroom? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. I'm not getting that. That is paid. But I am getting that there is something going on between them that she's not feeling, that she's not liking, that she's just not really happy about. Um, so if I were to be completely honest about their connection, it seems very toxic and it's stressing her out because it seems like there's a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of just, I would say, like very negative energy. So I don't know what that is, but it doesn't seem like a healthy connection, Ruby, whatever um, that connection that they have going on. It seems pretty low vibrational and pretty toxic, whatever kind of relationship they have going on. Yeah. I think she wants something substantial with Jay, but she's not getting that. Sometimes people feel like they can fix what's broken or they can convince someone to love them. I think she's definitely someone who wants so bad for this Jay person to be romantically involved, but it's just not happening. Okay. That's what I have. Let me know, Ruby, if it makes sense to you. It's a messy situation regardless. Messy, messy, messy. All right, let's keep this train rolling, y'all. Let's see, who do we have next? We have When Love Heals. When Love Heals, you're next. And we're going to update our list because I see we have a couple of donations there. Remember, it must be a $10 donation to get a guaranteed reading, guys. $10. TS Aries 04. I got your question, boo. You're added to our list. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Remember, guys, if you send under $10, I can't guarantee I'll get your question. Okay, Cappy Girl, I'll add you after TS Aries. I see you sent two $5 chats. I got you, girl. Cappy Girl, you're after TS Aries. Thank you so much for the support. All right, our list is getting bigger and bigger. So freebies, stand by, guys, stand by. We will get to you guys momentarily. Thank you for the support and your patience, of course. But we are busy today. We are busy. All right, so that is the list right now. We have When Love Heals. We have Karen, was it Carney? Carnieries, Carnasia 91, sorry, T Aries, and Cappy Girl. All right. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. When Love Heals wants to know, met someone new, Mika? Does Spirit recommend considering R? All right. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about When Love Heals person, R. What is the advice for When Love Heals 1111 with this new person by the initial R? Is this a good person to have a potential relationship with? Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit saying, hold your horses, not quite yet. When Love Heals, not quite yet, because you want to get some fair treatment. Okay. I think you know that this is someone that has potential, but you need to take your time on this. Well, let's see why. Why are you recommending she take her time on this? You may be dealing with someone who may be a bit of a player. All right. Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. He's trying to decide if he wants to take you seriously or not. So, this is kind of a warning message. Move with caution. This is not a no. This is not a yes. This is a guy that's trying to still decide what he wants to do with you, because this is also someone who is not totally confident that they can give you the type of relationship you truly deserve. Be mindful of this. All right. This is someone that is coming out of hermit mode, and they know they got to change their player ways to be with someone like you, but they just need a little bit more time to figure things out. So don't rush things. Mind over matter, always. All right. Much love to you, girlie. Hope this helps. Let's keep this train rolling, y'all. Carnicia. Did I get it right? My girl, Carnicia. We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it, Carnicia. I hope I got it right. When Love Hill says, Mika, you got it. Will do. Thanks, Mika, girl. And Spirit, you're very welcome. I'm so glad that it resonates for you. Let's go, girl. Much love, much love. All right, Carnicia, your yes and no question is the following. Will Dia, the Virgo, come back to you? Let's see. Spirit, tell me about Carnicia's 91's person, Dia. Thank you for the sunshine when love heals. Will Dia the Virgo come back to Carnicia? Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Swords. This is someone who is avoiding you because they're avoiding giving you a love offer. You know, this is someone that's kind of giving up at this time because they feel like you guys can't get on the same page. They feels like, Carnicia, this relationship is a lot of drama, and this is someone that kind of wants things their way, all right? And you're not listening, Carnicia. You're not listening. So there's a problem. So because of that, I give up. I give up on Carnicia because this is not going as planned, and I'm exhausted. That sucks, doesn't it? Carnicia says, yes, true. There you go. I'm glad I can help you. Don't waste your time on this person. Move on with your life. You deserve better. All right, boo. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Listen, y'all, if you are just now joining the live, your girl is giving free readings today, giving priority readings to those donating to the channel, and of course, connecting with all of my members for free. So if you are here ready to have me connect with your beautiful energy, don't hesitate to drop your question in the chat. The rules are simple. Type hashtag Q into the chat, and you never know. I may decide to answer your question on this live, like these beautiful souls. But keep in mind, I have a running VIP list. These VIPs are people who have donated a super chat of $10 or more. So without further ado, let's pause for a second and let me pick one free yes and no question. So go ahead and keep typing your yes and no questions in the chat. Go ahead and type them. And I'm going to pick someone right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mela. Hey, girl. I got you on the list. Thank you, boo. All right, babe. I'm still giving people time. You know, some folks be typing a little slow, like your girl. So listen, I'm being patient with you. Take your time. I still got my VIPs, people that paid. Hold tight. I'm trying to spread the love, give people time to get their questions in for free, and then we'll go back to our VIP list. All right, I'm about to pick someone. Y'all ready? The person that I feel drawn to for the free yes and no question is Truth Seeker. Truth Seeker 11100. Truth Seeker, are you here? You ready, girl? Truth Seeker. Just tell me I got your question, boo. I got you down. You on my VIP list. Truth Seeker. You ready, girl? You ready? There you go. Okay, let's do it, girl. You have been the lucky chosen one. Truth Seeker says, Mika, will I find new love soon? Let's see. Spirit, will Truth Seeker find love soon? Yes. And it looks like you're going to find a King of Cups. This is going to be someone who's going to be very in tune with their emotions and have a lot of love for you and be very emotionally intelligent. So, this is going to be someone very stable. Absolutely. Yep. And it's going to come out of nowhere. Like, this is someone that's going to come very unexpectedly. Like, boom. Where did they come from? I don't know, the ethers. It's a blessing from the universe. Now, of course, this is, of course, someone that is moving on from heartbreak. So, this is a hopeless romantic, someone who has experienced a little bit of heartbreak, truth seeker, but they find a lot of love in you. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, truth seeker. And when you guys get married, you better give me an invite to the wedding. There you go. All right. Good luck to you, boo. I hope that it resonates. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I told you I felt led to call on you. Told you. All right, let's get back to our VIP list. Next, we have TS Aries. TS Aries. Let's do it, girl. Are you here? Truth Seeker says, amazing. Thank you. You have helped in so many ways. Since I've subscribed, you have been a blessing. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us. Thank you, Boo. Thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber. And thank you so much for letting me know that I've helped you. That's why I'm here. I'm so glad that I've been able to be a part of your spiritual love journey. All right, let's do it. TS Aries. Where you at, Boo? You're next. TS Aries. TS Aries, are you here? Thank you, Keisha. TS Aries, you're next. Okay, we're going to do your reading, girl. I hope that you're listening. You may be driving or something. Let's get it. Your question is Mr. Joe really wanting to leave you alone? All right, let's see. Tell me about TS Aries person, Mr. Joe. Does he really want to leave TS Aries alone? We have the Lovers in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Empress in reverse and the Fool. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't have a lot of faith that you and them are going to make a compatible couple. So I don't really see this as someone that has the desire or the initiative to really pursue you in a serious, committed relationship. If anything, Mr. Joe is trying his best to move on from you, let you go, get you out of his mind, get you out of his energy, and just kind of like let this thing be what it is. Why is that? Yeah, lack of confidence. This is someone who's very insecure, doesn't really have good focus, also can be someone who is not faithful. So be careful. All right. There you go, TS Aries. I hate that you missed your reading, but you paid for it. So there you go, boo. Hopefully you'll catch the rerun. Happy girl, let's do it. Happy girl, are you here? Happy girl, you're next. Are you still here? Happy girl. All right, Cappy girl, we're gonna go ahead and do your reading, boo. Even though you're not here, hopefully you'll catch the the replay also. I hope. I hate that you're gonna be missing it, but let's do it. So Cappy girl wants to know, will she find a good man this year? All right. TS Aries, I just did your reading. You just missed it. Rewind the tape, girl. I just did your reading. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cappy girl. Will Cappy girl find a good man this year? We have the hangman in the reverse. We have the page of cups in the reverse and the three of wands. Underneath the deck, we have the emperor in the reverse and the 10 of pentacles in the reverse. You know, I think this is going to be a waiting game because there's still some lessons you need to open up to when it comes to emotional codependency. So I think you really need to let that go and you need to kind of really focus on your healing in that sector. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in repeated cycles of finding yourself with people who are just not in tune with the right type of love connections that you want. So, I wouldn't define this as a good man. I would find this as spiritual lessons. So, until you overcome these challenges, you may find yourself repeating karmic cycles. Is that right, Spirit? Yes. You got to get yourself balanced and grounded. So, Spirit is saying with the temperance card here, be patient with the process. It may not be this year, it may be in the year of 2027. Okay. Good luck to you, boo. All right, again for TS Aries, I just did your reading before this one, so you're gonna have to rewind the tape. I kept calling your name and you weren't here, TS Aries. So I'm not gonna do your reading again. Go back and rewind the tape. All right. Let's do a freebie, y'all. Let's do a freebie, and then we'll do Mela Smith next. So get those questions into the chat. We'll do a freebie after the freebie question. We'll do Mela Smith and then just Tammy, our VIPs. So type hashtag Q into the chat. And I'm going to pick a subscriber that I feel drawn to. Hashtag Q in the chat with your question. I give you guys a chance to type your questions. Keep those questions coming. All right, we got Cat 267. Cat 267. Hey, Cat, how you doing? Let's get your question. You want to know new love. Any new love coming your way soon for you? Any new love? Yay! Is there any new love for Cat 267 coming her way soon? We have the Empress and the Tower and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. You like your independence, Cat. I'm getting a very strong, powerful, independent energy from you. And because of this causes you to kind of almost repel relationships. So the answer is there's potential in you to fix this problem. You have to just be a little bit more open to receiving love. See this? Three of Cups in the reverse. When people come into your energy, I feel like there is a lot of strong, powerful woman energy coming from you. And it almost makes a man feel very much like, well, what does she need with me? So this is just a gentle reminder to tap more into your feminine and be open to receive. Even though you can provide, you got to be open to receive. Okay. I really do hope that helps. Thank you so much for your support. All right. Okay. Let's get back to our VIPs. You're very welcome, Kat. Mella's next. Mella, are you still here? Hello, hello. Mella. Mella Smith. All right, Mella, we're going to go ahead and start your reading, beloved. Mella wants to know, is DAF really over being a player? All right, let's look. Spirit, tell me about Mella Smith, 78, and her person DAF. Is DAF really over being a player? I see you, Mella. Let's see what we got. I see you in the chat. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Temperance. You're dealing with someone who is very codependent of others. And this causes him to behave in a very immature way. Men are two things. Either they're a grown man or they're a grown boy. What does that mean? It means a man chooses to rise up and stand in his divine masculine energy to provide, protect, to lead, to conquer, to hunt, to gather, to get. But this is someone who is moving in a bit of a feminine energy, recessive. I need, I want, I want. So, to answer your question, is DAF really going to stop being a player? The answer is more than likely no. Why? Because this is someone who is really holding on very closely to the idea that they can't fully commit. But to make peace with you and with anybody, to have that peace and balance of the company of others, they'll do what it takes temporarily to keep you in their energy, including anybody else who's willing to listen. So it's not really about playing the field or not necessarily wanting to be in a relationship for this person. This is about someone who is lacking self confidence, lacking true emotional intelligence and strength and true divine masculine energy. So you may have noticed that you would have to wear the pants in the relationship, that you would have to give to this guy, that you would have to support him, remind him what it means to be a man and to provide for you. Very stressful situation. And also, in the sense, this can be someone who can be very possessive in order to not be alone. Be careful. Be very careful, Mela, with this one, okay? All right. That's what I have. We're going to continue the freebies now, and then we're going to go to Just Tammy next. So, Tammy, if you're here, stand by. We'll get to your question momentarily. Let me get a freebie. So, type hashtag Q into the chat, guys. And I'm going to go for a freebie now. Bella Della Groove, you're added to our VIP list. Thank you, Boo, for the $10. Let me go ahead and add you now. And I got your question too. Thank you. Keep those questions coming, guys. I'm about to select a freebie. So hashtag Q in the chat with your question, please. All right. Next person I feel drawn to is Marionette 3204. Marionette 3204. You ready, boo? I got you. Marionette 3204 wants to know. Yep, it's you. Does T like you romantically? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Marionette 3204. Does T like Marionette 3204 romantically? We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Magician. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to be honest with you. This is someone who is carrying a lot of trust issues, right? So they're going to have a hard time trusting you or anybody in a relationship. So the answer to your question is I feel like there is definitely the thought of connecting with you on a romantic level, but it feels like this is someone that's having a very hard time getting there. Okay. So, to be honest with you, it's going to be very difficult, Marionette, for this person to get to that level because of the trust. So, yeah, they first have to really work on their trust issues, their insecurities, their fears. The fear of being with someone that may not necessarily be what they're looking for. I don't know. They have some type of emotional baggage that makes it hard to trust people. Okay. So I would kind of be careful with this one. Be very careful. Hope that helps. Good luck to you, boo. Thank you for being a subscriber. Welcome to the newbies. I see you out there, newbies. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Remember, hashtag Q goes into the chat if you have a dying question for me today. I love you too, Marionette. Love you too. Okay, we're going to go back to our VIP list. Remember, our VIP list is for those beautiful souls that submitted a donation of $10 or more. If you are a member of the channel, you get a complimentary question, mini reading question answered live. So feel free, members, to put your question into the chat. All right, let's do this. And I see that Tammy's already here. Let's do it, girl. Woohoo! So Tammy wants to know, is there any type of long-term companionship coming in for her? Let's see. Spirit, tell me about Tammy's romantic love life. Can she be expecting any type of long-term companionship or relationship anytime soon? We have the moon, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Devil in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. There's a blockage in your energy, Miss Tammy. The blockage has a lot to do with power and control. I think you're very, very nervous about the potential of someone coming in and taking advantage of you. Yeah. I think you're very, very nervous about this. So you're moving with a lot of caution, almost a lot of fear. And with this, it's kind of almost manifesting a blockage in your energy for the long term to be available in your space. Even if the perfect person were to come along, Tammy, the blockage is so significant to the point where it's almost like you won't even believe that this person is such a good person. And remember, Tammy, we always talk about on this channel that love is a risk. You can't go into the casino of love without being willing to risk your heart. But how do you know when it's safe to put the chips of love in and bet your heart on a person? Well, you take your time. You ask the questions. You get to know them. You don't go into dating blindly. You come in already with your standards of what you know you need and want, and with your preferences of what you feel like you would like to see. Leading with that and treating dating as an interview process to see if these prospective individuals really meet your said criteria is the first step to knowing they deserve the bet of love. And then from there, when you place your bet, what are they willing to produce? Are they going to give you a return on your investment? Or are they going to yank that little piece of you that you gave? Is this someone over time you realize, okay, they're being honest, I can see consistency. I can see that this guy really is someone that is proving to me that they're not a bad person. Notice I said not a bad person because, Tammy, the truth is, man is flawed. No one is perfect. But what we can always lean into, Tammy, is a man of good character. Is he a man of good character and integrity? And is he consistent? That's what you want. But you have to trust that there is a man out there for you. So once you kind of drop your guard just a little, I think you'll be great. You'll find your person. Right now, you're just assuming the worst. And of course, this is kind of manifesting a lot of the players, right? Blockage. Be careful. It's going to lead to disappointment. Will you find your perfect person overnight? Of course not. Will it take a little bit of trial and error? Of course. But Tammy, until you try, you would never know. That's why I say it's the casino of love. So step into the casino of love, open up your heart, stop stepping back and being scared with your mind, and know that love is always a risk worth taking, one chip at a time. Love you, boo. Hope you enjoyed the reading. I saw you said it was accurate, so there you go. All right. We're going to keep it going, guys. I'm going to pick a freebie now. I think I need to pick a freebie. If you have a dying question, hashtag Q in the chat. Keep those questions coming because when I look, I'm going to pick somebody I feel like drawn to. If you're a member of the channel, you get a full mini reading live. But your question to be selected must be a yes or no question. Okay? Locapucci. I see your question, boo. I'm going to go ahead and add you to our list. Thank you for being a member, boo. Okay, we see those questions coming. Keep them coming, y'all. I'm about to pick somebody. Even if you post it, keep reposting it. You never know. I may pick you. If you have already gotten a question answered, it's only one free question today. But you're more than welcome to send donations to get a guaranteed question. So if you've already had a reading and you want to be a part of the VIP list that I just dropped, you must send a super chat of $10 or more, unless you're a member. All right, let's go. Let me pick somebody. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go with Blissful Blissful Breeze 5966. You've been here. Listen, y'all, Blissful Breeze. Let me tell y'all something about Blissful Breeze. Blissful Breeze has been hanging out with us for pretty much the entire hour. So I got to look out for Blissful Breeze. You're very welcome. Let's get to your question. Your question is, will you be getting career news this month for an interview? And then Blissful Breeze says, thank you. You're welcome. Let's see. Hey, Devin. I got your question, boo. We're going to add you to our VIP list. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Blissful Breeze 5966. Blissful Breeze 5966. Will Blissful Breeze get a good career news this month from an interview? So we have the Three of Wands, the Strength in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Wands. You know, Blissful Breeze, you have what I call imposter syndrome. If you don't know what imposter syndrome is, look it up. Blissful Breeze, you don't think you are as amazing and as qualified for these positions that you're applying for. So I'm getting in your energy that, in a sense, you may go into these interviews or you may apply for these positions, but at the same time, lack the confidence to really believe this is yours, that you got this, that this is your position. It was meant for you. So because of that, you may be self-sabotaging great opportunities. So my advice to you is get more aggressive. Claim it, own it, do it. You got this, but you got to believe that it's yours. A lot of insecurities within you about this, but you are able to get this. You just have to be a little bit more aggressive, meaning follow up, application, follow up, follow through, get the interviews, go in with the knowledge, do your research, know what you're getting into, know how to brag on yourself so you can prevent creating further blockages in the interview process. I think that's what's holding you back more than anything and causing the delay. Will you get jobs? Yes. This month, if you don't overcome that challenge, that can be a big issue for you, okay? I hope that makes sense. Sorry it wasn't the best reading, but I want you to win. So I hope that's the recipe for success for you. Good luck to you. Yay! Good, good, good. All right. Good luck to you, boo. Devin, I saw you have to get back to work, boo. I hope you can still listen in, though, because I do have you on the list for your question after Locapucci. So I hope you can definitely listen in. All right, Locapucci, you're coming in after Belladia. We'll call her Bella. Then we'll have Devin. And then after Devin, we have Tanny Howe. After Tanny Howe, we will have Fall Baby 2008. So Fall Baby 2008. I got your question, but Tanny Howe, if you can do me a favor, boo, and drop your question one more time so I can save it. Tanny Howe. I'm going to see if I can find your question. I don't see your question. So Tanny Howe, go ahead and drop your question. Bella, we're going to get to you, baby. in just a second. All right, Tanny. Thank you, Boo. I just like to have the questions lined up just in case you have to step away or in case for whatever reason I can't go back and find your question. I'd rather just have everything saved. All right. Now remember, Tanny, how your question must be yes or no. Okay. So make sure it's a yes or no question. Someone asks, how can I ask a question? I think that was Zara. That's the rules right there, Zara. That's the rules right there. They're also in the pinned comments, but I just put it in the chat for you, Zara. And that's for all of those that are just curious how this works. All right, Bella, you're next. Let's do it. Bella wants to know, was Belle Della Groove? That's what it is, Belle Della Groove. Belle Della Groove wants to know, thinking of S, Spencer, is he happy and in love with his new girlfriend? Is he happy and in love with his new girlfriend? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me about Belle Della Groove's person, Spencer. Spencer, that's on her mind. Is he happy with his new girlfriend? What is the current emotional state that Spencer is feeling for his new girlfriend? We have the Star. We have the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Swords. So the answer is yes, under the conditions that they have to work out maybe some rough patches here and there, but overall, he seems to be pretty much hopeful that things are going to work out with them. Okay. So the answer is hopeful, yes, at peace, feeling pretty good about their connection. There are some setbacks, though. What are those setbacks, Spirit? You know, I think the setbacks with that is fear of the unknown. He's just not sure where things are going to go between these two. So right now, he's just okay with keeping it kind of like very friendly, very casual, nothing too serious. It just feels like very much like, let's just have a good time right now. Let's just kind of go with the flow and see where it goes. I think what he's looking for is how fair this relationship will be for him and for her, if it's really going to work out between them. But right now, he's feeling very hopeful that it's going to work for them. Okay. Thank you, Boo, for the support. Good luck to you. Hey, Devin, I'm feeling better. Thank you so much. Yes, today's a better day. Y'all got cute for y'all. Got the camera on, playing my little meditation energy, trying to stay in my zen, trying to keep the vibe high. Thank you, Devin, for checking on me. And thank you, Loco Poochie, too. And speaking of Loco Poochie, she's next. Loco Poochie, let's do this, girl. After Loco Poochie, we have Devin, Tanny, and Fall Baby. Loco Poochie, are you still here? Hey, Devin. Loco Poochie, there you go, girl. Hey, let's do this. So Loco Poochie wants to know, will she hook up with anyone soon? Loco Poochie, I need you to sit those Sagittarius legs down. Sit your rump down, girl. Loco Poochie, sit your rump down. Local Poochie want to know, will she hook up with anyone soon, y'all? Will she get her some soon? She just need her. Look, Mika, will I get some soon? Sit those Sagittarius legs down, girl. I love Local Poochie, y'all. My girl. Spirit, will Local Poochie get some soon? Will she have intimate relations with anyone soon? Best question of the night, Tammy. You right, girl. Best question of the night. Yes. Ace of Pentacles. Cha-ching. And they're going to come in strong, hard, long, and strong. That's the read. Let's see. Let's see. How will Local Poochie like this Ace of Pentacles person? You're not gonna like them. The lovers in reverse. No strings attached. You just gonna get you some. It's a hit it and quit it situation. I'm done with you, girl. Big Sag energy all day. Hey. Somebody said big Sag energy. Locapucci! Locapucci! She's like, well, it was great. Nice to know you. Gotta go. She said, I know that's right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we need to take a break from that. It's getting a little hot in here. Listen, let's do a freebie real quick and then we're going to do Devin next. Get hashtag Q in the chat, y'all. Hashtag Q in the chat with your question. Like Capucci said, it's right though. Hey, to each their own. That's what I say. You know, I'm all about saving it for your person, but everybody to each their own. I can't be mad at you, girl. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get somebody for a freebie. Put hashtag Q with your question. Kevin, Kevin, 1445. Kevin, 1445. I see you. Let's do your question. Kevin is a newbie here. Welcome to our beautiful spiritual community. Thank you so much for joining us and being a brand new subscriber to the channel. What up? What up? So Kevin says, new sub, I was told by ex-wife, if coming back by a reader is the truth, and how do I let this lady go that says she loves and I don't love her back? I'm still waiting on the ex-wife to come back. Okay, so I'm not sure what your yes and no question is with that, but I'm just going to let you reframe the question, Kevin. So do me a favor, boo. Reframe your question to make it a yes or no question, but I'm just going to elaborate a little bit of what I think you're dishing. So you're saying that you have a lot of readers, or you've been told by readers that your ex-wife is coming back, and you're saying you don't want it. So because you're a new subscriber and because I'm in the giving spirit, I'm going to give you a free mini reading, okay, Kevin? This is exclusive to you, Kevin, because you've been sitting here watching. You want her back. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. I'm going to tap into your energy between you and your ex wife. And I'm going to tell you what are the current energies between you and your ex wife right now. Okay. Now I'm going to prepare you right now that love and emotions can always be there. But that doesn't mean someone wants to stay in a relationship. And that's something that we honestly have to be very clear about, that you can love someone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a good fit for you, right? So let's see. I'm leading with that. All right, here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Kevin 1445T. Kevin 1445T. What is the current energies between Kevin and his ex-wife right now in this moment? We have Temperance. We have the Knight of Wands. Two of Cups. Underneath the deck, the World in the reverse, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Swords. You know, this feels like a lot of tit for tat energy going on between you two. I'm getting a lot of fire energy. So either you or your ex-wife is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. I'm also getting a lot of fixed sign energy, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius, as well as Cancer. Okay. Aries, Taurus, not Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio. I'm looking at this card, Two of Cups. I know that's Cancer energy. So that can be your sign or your person's sign, Kevin. You're both fire signs. There we go. So boom, I'm already on it. You see, I'm the real deal. Hold that thought. All right. You're new here, so you don't know how good your girl is now. Because of the fiery dynamic between you and your ex-wife, there's a lot of passion between you two, right? But I'm also getting there's a lot of tension because of someone in the dynamic, which I believe is you, Kevin. I think you're someone who is very inspired to take energy towards this at the time being. But then there's moments where your ex-wife frustrates you, and then you're like, forget this, and then you're off. So I'm getting a lot of hot and cold between you two, a lot of off and on between you two, but there's still a lot of love. But remember, I led this reading before I even pulled any cards, Kevin, and I said, you can love someone, but that doesn't mean that that's a good person for you. So, because of this hot and cold energy, which you said is her, it's not sustaining a fair and committed relationship because love is consistent. Love is not hot and cold, in and out. And this is where, in her energy with the World in the reverse to the Six of Wands, she keeps this cycle open and then keeps you holding on to the idea that she's not going anywhere because she's done this before. What makes a lot of marriages fail, Kevin, is that a lot of times you have one person who is compromising more than the other person, which sounds like you. And it makes it feel very unbalanced and unfair in the experience because you're not receiving the same type of compromise from her. A marriage is work. It's the work of two people willing to compromise in those hard moments in order to make that person win for the moment at the time that they need that moment to win. But she's always the one that you're willing to let win, and you feel like you're losing, holding on to the hopes and dreams that one day she's going to let you win. You can't hold on to the hopes and dreams of someone who is telling you that they're going to have you be their person when they're not showing you consistently that you are their person. Come on now. So I'll leave you with this. And then you're going to have to go to my website, shameless plug, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, to book a full personal reading. You can love someone, but you can't make someone love you. You can tell someone how to make you feel loved, but until that person says, I hear you, I see you, and I love you enough to sacrifice my ego, because this is a woman with a lot of ego now, to show you that I love you enough to let you win in this moment, you will never feel loved. And you'll keep chasing that high that will never be obtained. So, of course, in due time, temperance. I feel like somebody's a Sagittarius in this equation, or Leo. She's going to know what she's got to do to keep that portal open. But Kevin, it's up to you, baby, to decide if you're going to let your ex Leo, like I predicted, I told you fire sign, and I also said Leo, if you're going to let her come back into your life. God bless you. Thank you so much for subscribing, sending you so much love and light. I feel your pain. I feel your fight within you. And as a woman who's been through a divorce, it's like a death. It's not easy. But sometimes, Kevin, we have to say, I love you, but I love myself more to be with someone who is willing to give me a selfless love, a fair love, a reciprocal love, so we both can win. That's love. And you deserve that. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that helps. And it's okay for a man to cry. Okay. Love you, Kevin. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Devin, I'm just getting all the men out the way today, right? Getting all the men out the way today. I love all the masculine energy. in the room. What up, fellas? Where you at, fellas? Where you at? Where you at? I felt like you needed that, Kevin. And I've seen you in the chat. And like I say, my divine purpose of creating this channel has been to uplift the collective, to make beautiful souls, male or female, be aware of your worth. So I hope I was able to do that today. And for those that send the little awards and all the little things, thank you guys so much. I was really tapped in and I really want to get the messages out. But thank you guys so much for those cute little little things. Who was that? Genevieve, LAK, Gun Guy. Thank you so blissful Breeze for sending all those jewels. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Devin, are you still here with us? Kevin says it helps. Thank you so much. Love and light. Much rest and you guys for your support. You're welcome. Toya, thank you so much for the blush brush. Devin, are you still here? After Devin, we have Tanny, then Fallout Baby 2008. Back to our VIP list real quick. I think Devin is working. So Devin, I hope you're here to hear it. I know you're kind of in and out. Let's get to it, Devin. Devin, you're next. Devin wants to know, will the person on his mind come back into his life? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me about Devin's person on his mind. Devin's person on his mind. Will they come back? All right, we have Temperance. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Four of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I'm going to be honest with you, Devin. This is someone that's holding a little resentment right now, holding like a grudge. So they just need like time to just be alone. But then deep down within this time alone and this break, that person on your mind is honestly struggling, accepting singlehood. Why is this a struggle? Because according to them, they feel like the connection between you and them is very difficult. I don't know what that means, but they just feel like you guys cannot get on the same page. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like if you guys were to come together, they're predicting a lot of issues. And so this individual is not feeling very confident in coming back, but at the same time, not totally saying no. So if I were to be honest with you, Devin, the answer is maybe in due time, because it's weighing heavily on this person. It's like they're fighting an internal battle to come back. But it's like this grudge is weighing so heavy on them too. It's like, no, no, no. I just don't want to deal with Devin. I don't want to deal with Devin. But also I don't want to be single. I don't want to be single. Sorry. So that's what they're going through. So it's really a maybe. Yeah. With the Tower and the Chariot out of nowhere, when they have their breaking point, they probably will come forward to you. I think the thoughts, their emotions is going to get the best of them. And that's when they're going to kind of want to come towards you, Devin. Okay. So stay hopeful if you want them back. If not, then, go about your business. I feel like there's a lot of issues between you and this person. So use a discernment for sure. Thank you, Devin, for being a channel member. I appreciate you so much. Tanny, you're next, boo. I know you've been waiting a while. We'll get to the freebies, guys, in just a second. Hold tight, y'all. Thank you so much for your patience. We got to get to our paid VIPs. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Thank you, subscribers, for being loyal members of our channel and subscribers. It's simple. The name of the game today is hopefully being chosen to get a question answered. As you can see, we are busy, busy, busy. So if you want to get a guaranteed reading, you got to be like my girl, Lyric, who has just donated a $20 super chat. Thank you, boo. To be added to our VIP list. Of course, you only have to send 10, but Lyric went above and beyond. So I'm going to throw a little sauce on yours, girl. Thank you so much for the 20. My aqua twin, aqua gang. Thank you, boo. All right, Tanny, let's do this, girl. I'm going to just add Lyric to this list so she knows she's in line. So she knows I didn't forget about you, girl. After Tanny, we have Fall Boy 2008. And after Fall Boy 2008, we have Lyric. After those two, we'll do a freebie. So freebie, stand by for me, please. Thank you for your patience. Let's do this, Tanny. So Tanny wants to know, should she keep this beautiful baby black dog that keeps coming to her house? She had a dream about the black dog a few days ago before it showed up. Wow, that's awesome. Y'all know I have a special place in my heart for animals. When I went to college, I was a pre-vet major, Tanny. Ended up changing my major after taking all those science classes. And I was like, yeah, I probably need to go to the arts. So then I became a communication major. Imagine that. I went from the science department to the arts department. I went from the science department to the liberal arts department in college. But you guys like me on camera and you guys like me, like my voice. So I guess I picked the right major. Even though I'm a teacher now, by the way, by trade with all my other degrees I have. Anywho, let's get to your question. So you want to know about this beautiful, beloved black dog. Lyric says you should keep it. All right, let's see what Spirit says. Spirit, should Tanny keep this cute little black dog that came up in her dream that showed up mysteriously at her door? Should she keep this one? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands. Be careful. If you do decide to keep this dog, it's going to present some type of challenges for you. I don't know what that means, but you may run into a lot of challenges, more biting off more than you should chew. Okay. So if you're up for the challenge, go for it. But you're going to feel like, oh man, what the heck did I sign up for? Yeah. And it's going to make you kind of feel like, oh, this is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot. So it's all a matter of what do you feel comfortable with? Do you feel comfortable with the dog? My advice is this. If you have a compassionate heart and you have place in your home to at least foster the dog until it can find a place to stay, or do a test run, and then if things don't work out, take it to a shelter where, or take it, or let the shelter know, hey, I have this dog, I just can't keep it, but I'm fostering it until we find a good home. That would be my advice. Okay. I don't know what this is, but it's in your energy is saying something about there's going to be a lot of challenges ahead with this, whatever that means. So if you're up for it, keep it. But if not, I think that would be the best bet. But I would say keep it for a while. Let the shelter know you have it, that it's a test run. Let them know, hey, hopefully you guys can find a good home for it. Or keep it for a while and then let the shelter know. It's up to you. But I see some trouble a little bit with it. Okay. Let's see if I can get some more information about what that is about. Hermit, Hierophant. You know, it's not what you intended. It's something about your vision or your idea of what this would be. Maybe how I'm getting a lot of pentacles too. So maybe there's a lot of money or things that you would have to invest to keep this pet or something like that that you didn't prepare for. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of pentacles. With 10 of pentacles in reverse underneath the deck, I think it's going to kind of cost you a little. Okay, so be careful. And that's what you may not like. All right, Tanny. Good luck to you, boo. I hope that helps in some type of way. Fall baby. You're next. Okay, we have a couple of donations. I'll add you guys to the list. Only one T. Now you know that's not $9.99 in US dollars. You know that's not $9.99. He trying to get a reading for the free 99. Y'all, these folks be trying it. Y'all forget I'm an Aquarius. I know when y'all be trying to scheme and scam. Y'all be trying to scheme and scam. I don't know what currency that is, but that's not American dollars, boo. But we gonna go ahead and add you anyway, because it's you tried it. But I'm gonna go ahead and add you to the list. Only one T. Only got only $1. All right, only one T. Only one T. You here? I knew you throw a little stank on that. 9.99 US dollars. Man, y'all be trying it. All right, let's keep going. Fall baby. Let's do this. Okay, British pounds is more than $10. Okay, all right. I I don't know what value that is, but sometimes when you get those international currencies, I'm gonna be honest, only one T, it turns out to be far less than $10. So if it is, we're gonna go with it. I still added you to the list. So I'm trusting you, but I'm watching you. I'm watching your one T. Okay. Paul, baby, let's do it. Fall baby wants to know, will this relationship go anywhere? Okay. Okay. All right. I got you, boo. I got you. Thank you, 1T. Much love. Just messing with you for a little bit. Spirit, tell me about Fall Baby 2008. Will Fall Baby's relationship go anywhere? Anything significant? Queen of Cups. Justice in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be a slow mover. Underneath the deck, we have the Devil and the Two of Wands in reverse. Be careful. Fall Baby 2008, I want you to step back for just a second, okay? And before you move forward in this relationship, I really want you to identify what is your true definition of love or what you seek in a romantic relationship. I want you to be honest about that because that's going to be the key in deciding if this is a good fit for you. The reason why I say that is because I am predicting that once you do this little exercise to decide what is truly, honestly, what you seek in love, you're going to feel like you're not being emotionally fulfilled by this person or it's taking forever to get there. This could be someone who's going to give you a lot of false promises, a lot of false hopes and dreams, but move very, very slow to giving you what it is you seek. And there's this thing where it's going to be hard for you to let it go because you're very, very in tune with holding on to the promise. So much so, Fall Baby, that it starts to become a fantasy versus a reality. So my advice to you is because you said what I'm saying is the truth. You said it's taking forever already. That tells you that what I'm saying is the truth. Be honest with yourself. If you're new to this channel, I always tell my clients and my subscribers, if you're dating someone, give that person 3 months to fully give you a monogamous, committed relationship. 3 months. That's it. If they don't give you that within 3 months, go about your business. They don't want you. If they're long distance, that is a hell no. The relationship is not real. But no, Mika, it is. This person told me they love me. Not real. It's an illusion. Because a person that is at a distance, especially a man, for a man in the relationship, they need constant affection, love, attention, interaction. They got to see you, they got to feel you, they got to be with you, especially if it's a new connection, especially. I guarantee you, one of the biggest issues why this person is moving so slow is because they probably are selling you an illusion. Because even after that 3 month mark, say for kicks and giggles, subscribers, someone commits to you and say, let's be in a loyal, committed relationship. They still got to keep that momentum of dating you, invested in you, interacting with you consistently. And within the 1 to 2 year mark, ladies, that man should be proposing to you. Say what, Mika? Within 1 to 2 years, ladies. If that man has not proposed to you, they don't want you. You are not their wife. You are just a booty call. You're just a place fielder until they find their wife. Hear me. Y'all not going to believe me, but men or women are different. See, a woman can be in a long distance relationship. A woman can be in a relationship for years and years and years and think, I can wait. But men are simple. They either want you or they don't. Men by nature pursue. They're hunters by nature. They're competitive by nature. So if a man is not hunting you, if a man is not trying to get you and win you over, he doesn't want to take you serious, ladies. Trust me. Don't waste your time with someone that got you on a relationship for 5, 3, 10, 20, 25 years. And you are just a pick Misha, because that's what you are to them. Desperate. But Mika, I'm not being desperate. Yes, you are. Because a real woman can see through the BS. If you want me, 3 months, you better come with an offer. And you don't have to tell them this because men are simple. Most men will pick you within a month. 3 months is generous, super generous, especially if you guys are talking every day, going on dates every week, and consistently interacting with one another. It doesn't take a man long to know this. And I'm not just saying this for fall, baby. I'm talking to all the ladies in the chat who are living in a delusional relationship right now and really believe these men want you when they don't. But men by design cannot be alone. So they will keep women, plural, because you're not the only one. They will keep you in contact. They will keep entertaining you while they're still looking for their wife. Every man, I don't care who they are, wants to find their woman. And it has nothing to do with you being flawed. A lot of times it has everything to do with you just not being their match. But a lot of men will keep you around, ladies, because of the convenience of what you're willing to do to keep that raggedy man. You're willing to put up with their crap. So, of course, I'ma just kick it. I'ma just kick it. She let me live with her. She let me play house. She take care of me. She give me money. She let me drive her car. She let me have intercourse with her without no commitment. Why not? Why not? I don't want her though, but I'm not going to tell her that because I want to keep the momentum going. And the ultimate disrespect, ladies, is the moment you find out a man is cheating on you and you stay with him. If you find out a man has cheated on you, ladies, that's even more a validation. He doesn't want you. And a man that really wants you for you can care less if you sleep with him, to be honest. It's all about being in your divine feminine energy, which is a recessive energy, because the woman is always the one to receive the offer, be taken on the dates, to receive the proposal, to receive the male phallus. You see how we're always in the recessive, ladies? So why are we pursuing, chasing, begging, and pleading? I'm about to cuss y'all. Men that's in a feminine energy, acting like fill in the blank, itches. Itches. They acting like itches. Why are we chasing itches? We need a man. Hello, somebody. So if you're not going to be a man, okay then. You get your purse and you go find you a real man that's really about that life. Okay. Because a real man is going to do for you what another man won't. But sometimes, ladies, and I'm going to say this, because you know how I am. When I'm gone, I'm gone. I'm gonna keep going. Sometimes we date outside our league. So we got to stay within the league that is for us. You guys want tall, dark, and handsome, but some of you ladies are broke, busted, and disgusted. Oops. You want the jock, but you're the nerd. You are the CEO of a company and you want a thug. Come on now. Come on now. We got to date within our league. The best way to date, and this is why I do dating coaching as well. So check out my website, megadivinespiritualguidance.com, if you need a coaching sessions or if you need a personal reading. We have to date within our league. And ladies, stop being so picky. Preferences are exactly that. Oh, I want the guy to be 6 feet. Oh, I want the guy to be this. I want the guy to be that. Girl, if it doesn't jeopardize your standards, your religious views, your integrity, and this is a decent man that looks decent, that's at your level, you better snatch. And he wants you, girl. What you doing? You wasting. Okay, all right. You wasting your time with baby boy over here. Y'all seen Baby Boy? You know the movie Baby Boy with Tyrese? That's those Negroes y'all be dating. But yet, because baby boy is so fine and can lay it down in the bedroom, you believe in you can be their Lord and Savior and turn a baby boy into a man. And that's a good example of what I'm talking about. Absolutely not. A man will decide when they want to be a man. As a woman, you are the gatekeeper. God has given you more emotional intelligence and common sense than the man. That's why women are more mature than men. Come on now. Come on, somebody. To be able to say, yes, you can be my boyfriend. Yes, you can be my husband. Yes, you can have intimate relations with me. Or you can say, get to stepping, don't talk to me, block and delete in 2026, get away from me. I don't know where your little PP been. You know what I'm saying? We have the power. Come on, ladies. But we give our power away to the broke, busted, and disgusted individuals because we want to live on the hope and the dream of a fantasy that's not real. And this is where we lose in love and we block our blessings because God has given women the divine intuition and vision to see clearly what they're dealing with. And we see it, but we want to believe the hype. You see it. Some of y'all, the first date, you already know what they on, and you still want to stay with them. Girl, you wasting your time because you're desperate. Because you're desperate. Because you have low self-esteem, because it's familiar, because you don't think you can do better, because you have low self-worth, because you don't want to be alone, because your biological clock is ticking and you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to have somebody. I need somebody, Mika, even though this person's a piece of crap. Maybe I can get this piece of crap man to rise up and be a piece of a man. No, ma'am. He is who he is. Most of you guys watching are middle-aged women. Strong, by the way, middle-aged women that gets lost in the sauce because something within you, this could be childhood trauma, this can be, bullying. You get the players. We all get them. I get them. But I see right through them fools, and it's a no. It's a no. It's a hell nah. Block and delete. Block and delete. And you know I ain't lying because I'm an Aquarius. Block and delete, baby. I still got exes trying to hit up my line, y'all. I ain't lying. I had my friend screening my calls the other day, and I had her pretend it was me. And that person, that person was like, they didn't even say anything. Y'all, I don't play with these fools, and I need y'all to get on my level. That's real woman energy. She demands respect. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to love you. But the moment you disrespect me, off with your head in a real way. Block and delete. And I need a lot of y'all ladies to understand that all men, sorry fellas, but I'm going to say it like it is because y'all know I ain't lying. A lot of men are broken, are insecure, are weak. And they look for women to be their savior. And as women, we by nature and design want to nurture, love, heal, help, and try to fix the broken man. Ladies, it's not our job to be their mama. It's not our job to be their therapist. It's our job to be their partner. And when I say partner, I mean you're going to have to be a part of an experience where you give a little, they give a little. You compromise, they compromise. They want a little action in the bedroom, but on your period, you're not feeling like it. They better say, okay, baby, no problem. But when you get off of that period and you guys are married, because I don't condone, premarital, but I'm okay if y'all in a relationship, you know how I do on this channel. Go ahead and give them some. Because a man needs intimacy, especially my married folks. Y'all know I ain't lying. In the word, it says a wife should not deny her husband. And a lot of you ladies get in your feelings because your husband has done something to upset you. So you punish him with the P and you're ruining your marriage. Most men are simple. I'm going to tell you what men want, ladies. Y'all want to know? They want a woman who is in her divine feminine energy that's willing to listen so that man can be heard, show you care and your concern, and that man will take care of you if they're a man. Because a lot of women, where y'all mess up in the beginning, is you do a lot of this and you don't do enough of this. And men feel like if only I can get a woman to listen to me. Because men, a lot of men, and this is real, a lot of men feel like the world is against them. They've been traumatized, they've been hurt, they've been broken down, and they just want somebody to talk to. to open up with, to be vulnerable with. And if a man does a lot more talking, that tells you he is really into you. If a man doesn't do a lot of talking and he shuts down, he's not that into you, ladies. Because he either feels like you're not a safe person to talk to, or he feels like anytime he talks to you, it leads to an argument or you don't listen. And men have to feel like they can be heard. They just have to. And then from there, once a man feels like you're listening, you're kind of giving him a little bit of that lead or whatever, then from there, the request can come. Well, this is what I need from you. And boom, they're sharing you with the world if they're really that into you. A lot of men have a lot, like men are way more emotional than women, but men, because of societal standards, have been taught they have to keep a lot of that in and be tough. And when they find the woman that's for them, they really cling to women that let them hear them out and not judge them. But at the same time, ladies, especially if this is a new guy, you're listening because you're trying to see based on what they're saying, based on their concerns, based on their issues, what does that mean about this man? And is that something that I really want to get into dealing with or compromising with? Or is this person way too far gone and I ain't got time for it? I need to go find someone that's more healed. So that's where it is. Exactly, Mel, about degrading men. That's what I'm saying. Listening more, and a man will feel appreciated. And, show that feminine energy of concern. That's going to be key. I'm going to get off my soapbox, guys. We still got some readings to go. I'm going to do a few more and then we're going to get out of this thing. So, fall baby, I know that was a long lecture, but I wanted to help other people too that's listening in, because you'll be surprised, fall baby. I get a lot of people that have situations that I feel like deep down they know are just not working, but they want it to work so bad. And I want to save so many people from that pain. All right, girl, bye. I got you. I'm going to go ahead and add you to the list. Let me go ahead and add you real quick. And we're going to shut down the questions in just a little bit. So don't go yet, y'all. Hang on. Hang on a little bit longer. I'm going to do a couple VIPs real quick. Y'all can see I have a lot of energy. I've been getting a lot of rest lately. Still healing from my surgery, but been feeling very much so rested, which is much needed. So Lyric, you're next, boo. Let's do it. Thank you guys for listening. For those that really needed that message, thank you for listening. I try to really help as many people as I can, even the ones that I don't get to answer questions today. I hope my little TED talk in between kind of helped you get a little guidance on where your relationship may fall. Lyric, Lyric Turner, are you here? Lyric, you're next. All right, Lyric, we're going to go ahead and start your reading, boo. I think you stepped away for a little bit. All right, Lyric. Lyric wants to know, is my child's father truly happy in this rebound relationship? All right, let's see, Lyric. There you go. All right, let's do it, girl. Josh agrees with my TED talk to the ladies coming from a guy. He says, "You're right, Mika." There we go. All right, ladies, y'all better take it. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not making this stuff up. Y'all got to let a man be a man now. Thank you, Josh, for your insight. Spirit, tell me about Lyric Turner 533. What is the current state of her child's father's rebound relationship? How does he truly feel about this person that he's in a relationship with? What is his true feelings for that person? Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Hermit, the Strength. Underneath the deck, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Ten of Swords. Truly happy would not be the word. I would say, Lyric, that this person is experiencing. This feels like a relationship that's being forced to work, but they have a lot of struggles. Yeah, they have a lot of struggles. What is the biggest hurdle in this connection here, in this rebound relationship? King of Pentacles in reverse, the Star. You know, a lot of negative mindset. This couple feels very disconnected. And it looks like your ex is very unsure about this person, but he's forcing himself to be there. Yeah. All negative energy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. He feels like it's they can't get on the same page. So no, he's not totally satisfied or happy. This definitely feels like one of those relationships where they're kind of like making it work, even though it's just not working. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah. And they're just staying in this. They're just staying and they're stringing this thing along. You're saying, yeah, I knew it, Mika. He keeps sending you songs and videos. He told me months ago he's using her. I would have believed that. He's wasting her time for sure. All right, stay away from this one. He's a habitual time waster. That's what I'm noticing about him. You said he literally left 2 months of you being postpartum to be there and move in. Yeah, he's a waste. He's a time waster. No, ma'am. Go about your business. He's definitely one of those people I can see where he'll be in connections as long as it's benefiting him, right? And then once he feels like it's not benefiting him, he'll go on and find someone else that he feels like is beneficial. So I'm sure when things got difficult between you two, Lyric, that's when he pulled his energy back and he was like, "Oh, let me go see what else I can find." Where I can benefit. So definitely giving me narcissistic traits for sure. Um, and it's a total waste of your time and energy. Yeah. Lyric says, accurate. Oh my gosh. LOL. You're welcome, boo. Thank you so much for trusting me with that. All right, we're gonna keep this train rolling. Only one T. Only one T is time. Let's do it. Thank you so much for correcting me on that currency there. Only one T. And then we'll do a freebie after only one T, okay? Hey, hey, let's do it. Only one T wants to know, how does SB feel about me? All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me about only one T's person, SB. Tell me about SB. What is SB's true and honest feelings for only one T? We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. I got you, Lisa. You're next. The Chariot in the reverse. The Ace of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Star in the reverse and the Page of Wands. You know, this is someone that feels like you and them are not working out. And I'm getting a very arrogant energy from this person. It almost feels like this is someone that feels very dissatisfied in the relationship. So they kind of retreated and they just felt like, you know what, I just need to go. They feel like that's the better choice. This person, yeah, this person definitely doesn't want an ending from you. But you said you walked away. So I feel like this person right now is in the energy of feeling like they need to move forward and walk away from you as well. Because they feel like, oh, okay, well, you know, since this is how, you know, only one T feels, then I just need to just go on about my business. I think for a long time they didn't want this thing to end. And they're still in this energy of kind of feeling unsure about what your energy really means. So that's why with the Chariot in reverse, they feel almost like they're losing control. So this is their way to kind of get control, is pulling their energy back. So it's like a tit for tat. Because you did this to me, I'm going to do this to you, but in a way of arrogance and to try to get you to almost like want them back. Do you get what I'm saying? You did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you because yeah, I'm going to make you see the truth about me, Ace of Swords. Yeah, that I have options. I have options. But with the Two of Wands, it tells me that they're not totally um convinced to go forward. They're like, still, I may come back. We'll see. I'm gonna see what else is out there for now. So I'm glad that you're saying, one T, you don't want to go back, because one thing as a woman you should never do, one T, is when you break up with a man, ladies, never take a man back, because if you do that, it makes you look weak and it makes you look desperate. And it also makes them feel like they can't take you serious. Because when you left me, I thought you didn't want me. Oh, but you do want me. Oh, you're coming back now. Okay. All right. I see you want me. You see what I'm saying? So, ladies, if you choose to ever leave a man, make sure you're leaving for good. Because if you go and you try to get a man back, or if a man tries to come back, then they're going to be out for revenge. Meaning they're going to cheat on you, they're going to dog you out, or do stuff behind your back to get revenge. Because that's how petty men are. The truth. I think there is something significant in this person, again, not feeling satisfied in this relationship, because I think this person has this arrogance about them, you know? They feel like they wanted to be in control. They do want you guys to stop the beef or whatever issues you have, but they're definitely exploring their options, okay? All right. Not all men is correct, but most men. The men that come back, and let me tell you what that means. Somebody in the comments said, not all men. And only once he says, you're right, he's very arrogant. Exactly. So let me tell you what that means for the person in the comments that's trying to tell me that I'm wrong. If you take a man back after you have broken up with the man, remember, men have very fragile egos. So when you tear a man down, because according to them, how dare she break up with me? But usually when a woman leaves a man, it's because a man has done so much damage to you to where you have no choice but to leave them. So when you do that, it hurts a man on a very deep level, deeper than a woman. So if you take a man back after you broke up with him, that man is going to judge you as a woman that's really not about that life. They're not going to take you seriously, and they're going to feel very insecure coming back with you. The only reason why a man will come back is for three reasons. And I mean this with all my heart. And this is a fact. I need some fellas to support me with the woman in the comments that don't believe me. One, because they want the revenge. Two, because they want to waste their time with you and just keep you as a placeholder and never really settle down with you. Or three, because they're gay. One, because they want the revenge. Two, because they're going to waste your time. Or three, because they're gay. A real man, a real man that knows they didn't do you wrong and did right by you would never take you back unless he's really broken on the inside and really feels desperate somewhere deep within him. But eventually that man is going to feel very scared and be led to wanting to honestly try to see, is this really what I want to do? And that's going to make them almost feel leading to maybe not necessarily committing to you. So there's always that big level of insecurity, always, if they come back. You said you're only speaking for you. You never did that. So how can you speak on something you know absolutely nothing about? I'm speaking facts, beloved. This is how men operate. This is how they operate. Men and women are totally different. Now, if a woman comes back, she will forgive him. She will maybe forgive him, but not forget, you see. But a lot of women will try to make it work because a woman is made to love and a woman is a nurturer. But a lot of times where women messes up is they always bring up the thing that that man did and it pushes that man away. But that women will be more conditioned to take a man back. So, for example, if a man cheats, more women are willing to take that man back. Most women will. But if a woman cheats, most men will not take that woman back. I guarantee all of you women in the comments who's been cheated on has taken a man back. And every man in the comments who's had a woman cheat on you never took that woman back. Guarantee, or had you give me my money back. Seriously. So this proves what I'm saying is facts. Women are made to love. Women are nurturers by nature and more willing to forgive. Men aren't built like that, ma'am. In the comments, trying to tell me something you know absolutely nothing about. If you're coming on this channel, you're coming to learn. You're coming to learn so you can heal, grow, and choose the right person for you and not make the same mistakes to end up in toxic, low vibrational, time wasting connections. This is common mistakes women make. I'm mad at you, so the hell with you. Worst mistake you can make. And then next week, come on back. Okay, he's going to be out to get revenge. He's going to string you along, or he's going to keep you in a lavender relationship, meaning but he on a DL and you his cover story. Either way, he's dogging you out behind your back. Guarantee. Very few, maybe 2% of men will do right by you. Very few. Because men are petty. Men are so emotionally triggered way deeper than a woman is because women are just used to being a punching bag. Horrible fact, double standard, but it's the truth. Y'all know I ain't lying. The ones that know, if you want to be real, let's call a spade a spade. It is what it is. It's sad but true. But this is again, like I said earlier, y'all. As women, you guys are the gatekeeper. As the gatekeeper, you got to look at what you're dealing with and you have to decide, is this going to be a real man for me or is this a grown boy? Is this somebody that's real petty, immature, playing games that need to go about? I need to just leave and go find me a real man. And you can find that very quickly. But see, y'all see it, and then you stay in that raggedy relationship for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, hoping they're going to change. That fool is never changing because you're giving him approval to stay where he is because you're reinforcing the bad behavior by staying there. When he dogs you out and you stay, you're saying, continue to dog me out. When he puts his hand on you, you're saying, please continue to beat me. When he sits there and calls you all kind of bitches and hoes, and you sit there and you don't demand that he treats you like the queen that you are giving him permission to stay in that raggedy grown boy energy. And you're wasting your time and you're believing that you don't deserve better than that because you're desperate. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Because there's somebody's son out there who will drink your dirty bath water, who will lick your big toe, who will pay your rent, take care of all your kids, who will treat you like the queen that you are. But you staying with baby boy because you believe this broke, busted, and disgusted individual is going to one day realize they need to get their crap together. Why should they when you let them stay in that low vibrational energy? Absolutely not. I want somebody to lick my big toe. I just want somebody to drink my bath water. I want somebody to take care of these kids. Hello, somebody. Then why are you there? They're not holding you hostage. But we married because we staying with the. You're not staying because of the kids. You're staying because you still believe that they're going to rise up and be the husband and the father that you believed that they said that they were going to become. But you've been in this raggedy marriage for 20 years and this fool ain't never got their life together. What you doing? Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better. We got to hold these fools accountable as a collective. We got to know our worth. And we got to put firm boundaries and expectation to every fool that comes into your sacred space to disrupt your peace and say, absolutely not. Not today, Satan. What? You call me what? I'm a what? You know what? You right. I'm going to be that. Have a blessed day. Get that phone. Block and delete, baby. Block and delete. Instantly. I refuse. Who? We got to do better. I think at the end of the day, there's so much truth in what we see a person to do versus what we hear them say they're going to do. And until we get to the place of acceptance that this is who they are, and let's have conversations to see if this person and I can get to a certain place of where I'm trying to get to in this relationship, and I see we're just not getting there, I got to be willing to walk away. A strong woman that knows who she is always willing to walk away. A strong man, a real man, will divide and conquer for the woman that he loves. He will go and treat that woman like the queen she is. He will commit to her. He will take care of his kids. He will take care of his household, and he will live with integrity. No matter how hard he may be battling his demons, he's going to fight it for the woman he loves, for the household that he leads, and show his children that he is the man that they need to look up to. Hello, somebody. We got to do better. But through all of this, if you don't take anything from this, reading collective, this sermon, this TED talk, you got to heal. Men and women, all of y'all, before you find love. Can we all be fully healed before we find love? Absolutely not. Everybody has flawed. Man is flawed. But you got to be at a space to where you know and can identify what is your standards, what are your preferences, and what are you actually seeking in a partner. Not what you need to fill a void, but what do you need to feel complete and wholeness in a partnership. And until you find your match, you will not settle for less than you deserve. That's it. That is dating. And it may take months, it may take years, but you continuously date, you continuously meet people. You continuously put yourself out there. You continuously be seen. Ladies, get yourself together. Look good. Smell good. Get yourself together. Look single and ready. Fellas, come on. Come on. Speak up. Speak up, fellas. You see a beautiful lady out there, a beautiful, beautiful queen. Say something to her. Say something. And let her know. I got you, queen. I got you. I got you. I got this. I'm a real man. Let me show you something. Oh, okay. And she will naturally submit. A woman will do anything of the weakness, the most weakness, the biggest weakness, that's what I'm trying to say, that a woman has is a man. So if you coming with that real man energy, you gonna be treated like the king you are. Hello, somebody. Y'all be complaining, y'all men be complaining. Man, these women ain't this. Man, you not looking in the right way. You looking at a big booty, but you ain't looking at a real woman. You looking for a fun time, but you ain't looking at the one that you can settle down for a long time. There's a difference. And when you find it, don't screw it up. Because the way the universe works, the way God works, is you're only going to get so many blessings. And when they come, you better snatch it up. Because once it's gone, it's gone. All right, y'all. Let me see what we got going on here. It's going to be okay. I got you. I'm going to go ahead and add you on the list. No more questions, by the way. No more super chats. Mods, if y'all can help me out with that. We're gonna wrap this thing up pretty soon. I've been on this live for quite some time. I'm going to have to get my energy levels back up because I got to do some readings later on tonight. So if you send a super chat, it's considered a donation. So no more questions in the chat, no more super chats. Let me say that. Aries Beauty, you're going to be added to the list. All right. So we'll just say no more super chat. Y'all can still ask your free questions. I'll do some more freebies, y'all. So no more super chat questions, y'all. But you guys are welcome to ask your questions in the chat. Just no more super chat because we got to wrap this bad boy up. I'm still going to get some freebies though. So hold tight, freebies. I see you, Alicia. I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question, boo, because you've been on a live with us for a while and you're a newbie. Thank you so much for the support. So I'm gonna add you to my VIP. You really have been patient with me. I appreciate you, girl. If you're new here, just know I get on attention, but I'll be speaking some life and some truth. I'll be speaking some truth to power. You're very welcome. So let me get these questions written down, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Because if I don't get them written down, I'm not going to scroll back up and I'm going to forget what y'all asked me. So be patient with me, y'all. If you're still here with me after me rambling, do know it's not over. I'm still taking free questions only. Mods, please help me out with this. If you send a super chat, I'm going to tell you right now, it is a donation. Do not send any super chat questions, guys. Okay, hold on, y'all. Still writing questions down. Okay. Now it's going to be okay. You can't ask two questions for $5. So I'm just going to answer your first question, okay? It's $10 per question, boo. So I'll answer your first question. And Aries Beauty, I got your question. Ooh, y'all. I've been on this live forever. I told you I have a lot of energy. I've been dying to get on and do my readings. I haven't been doing readings in a while now. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that you guys are being patient with me. Girl Bye is next. Girl Bye, are you still here? Girl Bye. Girl Bye. Girl Bye. Girl Bye, are you here? She's here. All right, girlie, let's do it. Thank you so much for the $10. Girl Bye wants to know is T, aka Thomas, your future husband? Nah, now. Okay, girl. Let's see what's going on with Thomas. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Thomas. Is Girl Bye's person Thomas? Is Thomas serious about Girl Bye to be a future husband of hers? Is Thomas wanting to be a future husband? A lot of cards flying. You saw that? We have the Sun card. Woohoo! We have the Lovers in the reverse, and we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Emperor and the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. According to Thomas, Girl Bye, you're giving him a hard time. He feels a strong disconnect between you two. Even though you make him very happy, he doesn't feel like you feel the same way about him. So, right now, at this time, he's not totally confident with marriage. Not right now, because he feels like there's just a lot of issues that need to be resolved between you two. Your energy, Girl Bye, feels very detached. And according to him, he kind of feels like you're the one that's really kind of like giving him this hard time. So, right now, he's really leaning more into the energy of just kind of going with the flow until things turn around for the better. He can't give you more than that until he sees change in the dynamic between you two. I'm getting a lot of fights and arguments. You guys go through a lot. A lot of history here, Girl Bye, between you two. I don't know if it's you that give him a hard time or what, or him giving you a hard time to make you respond this way. But according to him, he just feels like you're very you feel very overwhelmed by him, and it makes him feel unwanted. So right now he's just kind of like, I don't know if this is even going to work. I want to, but I'm just not ready for marriage yet. Him, of course. But it's quite interesting because, according to him, he's kind of like, in a sense, blaming you for being the difficult one. So I think this is a man that lacks a lot of accountability. And when he feels like you start holding him accountable, this is where he kind of pulls his energy back and feels kind of small. So there's a lot of history of a lot of issues between you two that makes it difficult for him to fully surrender to this. So yeah, you says yes. Okay. That's what I have. I wouldn't waste your time living on a hope and a dream of marriage with him, but he is showing up as a page of wands in the reverse. So this is not marriage material type of guy. This is more so like a guy that's still trying to figure a lot of things out. So he's gonna spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. Okay. There may have been a lot of time between you guys anyway. And that should be giving you all the confirmation you need as well. You're welcome, boo. All right. It's gonna be okay is next. And then we'll do a freebie after it's gonna be okay. So freebies, stand by where you guys will be next after it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, K, 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 K. Are you still here? Don't forget, you guys, I do offer full readings on my website, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance.com. The link to book a full personal reading can be found in the description box below. If you're watching this recording, you can also find it in the pinned comments. Of course, we're still doing some freebies right now, but we're going to be wrapping it up soon. So don't feel discouraged if you couldn't get a reading and I couldn't connect with you today. There's always opportunity 24 hours, 7 days a week at my website. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sending love and light to you all, no matter what you're going through. If anything, love yourself first, keep hope alive, and know that everything's going to be okay. All right. Speaking everything's going to be okay. Let's get to it. It's going to be okay. Yes, it's $10. It's fine. I saw you send, I think you sent two $5, so it's fine. Your question is, should you keep on distancing from M? So yeah, if you want me to answer your second question, just send a super chat of $10, okay? I'll answer your second one if you want, okay? But I'm gonna answer the first one since that was your first question. Spirit, tell me a little bit about it's gonna be okay. What advice do you have for it's gonna be okay with the distance between it's gonna be okay and M? Should it's gonna be okay keep that distance with M? Is that what you're recommending? We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, the Hermit. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is Spirit saying, what do you really want? If you were to be honest with yourself on what you really truly want in a connection and a relationship, is this truly what you want? I really feel deep down, you want a relationship, but you feel like being single is more of a better fit for you? So in this season, the answer is in what you already know. You know there's a lot of risk if you were to go back to M. So based on what you already know about M, is this something you're willing to be a part of? That's what Spirit is saying. I think you're tired of giving to this relationship. And you just want to see what else is out there. So this is kind of confirmation, I believe, that you may need to really consider what your standards really are. Yeah. So to answer your second question, I see you sent another one. Is V truly happy with you? Okay. So Spirit, tell me about V. Tell me about V that's connected to it's going to be okay, KK. How does V truly feel about it's going to be okay, KK? Ace of Cups, Judgment, Eight of Swords. Underneath the deck, the Lovers in the reverse, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a confirmation to say it's safe for you to consider going towards someone else, because I think deep down you know this is not somebody that wants what you want, but you're letting your thoughts get the best of you. You're overthinking the situation, kind of similar to the other question you asked. So I think you tend to overthink things when you already know the answer to them. Is something significant about that? So be very careful with that. It's going to be okay, okay? I think this is Spirit encouraging you to go for someone new. Yeah. Someone that is going to be more aligned with your standards and the true potential of what you actually seek in a partner. So yeah, it's the overthinking for me that's killing your vibe. That's holding you back from what you truly deserve. Don't ignore the red flags. All right. Good luck to you, boo. I'm glad it resonates. You could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fixed sign, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Probably an air sign though. Okay. A lot of air energy for you. Aries beauty. I'm going to get to you in just a second. I'm going to do a freebie real quick. You're an Aquarius, Sun and Scorpio rising. I got it right. There we go. Your girl knows something, doesn't she? And Gemini moon. I see a lot of air. Yeah, a lot of air. Absolutely. A lot of air. Stop overthinking, Aqua Gang. For those that don't know, I'm an Aquarius myself. So, all right. If you have a dying question, I'm going to go ahead and get a freebie. So type hashtag Q into the chat right now in this moment with your question. And I'm going to pick one lucky subscriber and answer your free yes and no question right now. Let's see who I'm going to pick. All right. H-Town 01. H-Town 01. H-Town 01. Let's answer your question. Now, you guys, I cannot answer any legal questions. So any kind of like custody questions or any kind of legal questions, I cannot answer, okay? So H-Town, you want to know, will you get a new job that understands your health? All right, let's do it. Spirit, tell me about H-Town 01. Will H-Town 01 get a new job that understands their health? Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands. The answer is a possibility. There's going to be a lot of talks with these people, if you do apply for jobs, about the effort that you can contribute to the company. So my best advice for you is to make sure that you're making yourself stand out. Like in the interview process, make sure you talk to them about what you can really contribute to the company, considering your limitations, because there's going to be a blockage where these people are going to be like, oh, can this person do this? Can this person do that? So kind of go in with the mindset of pre-planning and saying, okay, I already know they're probably going to have concerns about X, Y, and Z. So let me bring that up in the interview and say, oh, I know, that you may have some concerns with this, but let me tell you this, that I can do that. You see what I'm saying? So that is going to be your winner right there. Okay. Good luck to you. You say you agree. I agree too. Good luck to you. By the way, I'm a special education teacher. So God bless. Don't feel like your limitations are going to hold you back. You just got to find the right fit for you. Okay. Hang in there. All right. I'm going to do another freebie and then we're going to do our super chats. Remember, if you submit a question, I need everybody to only ask yes or no questions only. Yes or is the mic on? Yes or no questions only. Do not answer anything that doesn't have an answer of yes or no. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a second to reframe some of y'all questions because I love y'all. Alicia, beloved, my beloved new subscriber, you have been chosen. Alicia, 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 you ready? Alicia wants to know about her and D. All right, boo. Let's see. You saw how I did that right there. I can tell you've been in here for a while, boo. But then you didn't have a yes or no question. So I was like, I hope she can change her question. I hope she can change her question. And you did. Yay. All right, let's do it, girl. Much love. Thank you for your patience and being a new subscriber. I hope you enjoyed here. Stay tuned, guys, because after this live, I'm going to take a little bit break, a small break, and I'll come on. I'm going to do a collective read. We're going to do Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer tonight on this channel. You don't want to miss it. If you have it in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of the chart, come on back and holler at your girl or just come and kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not doing nothing else on this Thursday night. Come on, y'all. Come on through. All right, let's do it, girl. So, Spirit, tell me about Alicia and D. Alicia and D. Will Alicia and D reconcile? Will they reconcile? We have the Three of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant in the reverse, and the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to say this before I do your reading. It's been real. I know you're probably going to unsubscribe after I do this little reading, because you're probably going to be like, girl, no, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. But we keep it real on this channel. And I appreciate you saying you want the tea. You like honesty. Okay. All right. I'm going to give it to you. This is someone that's exploring their options. The time apart that you guys are experiencing right now is because this person doesn't know how they feel about said third party. Thus, they're trying to make a decision about this third party and you. You're showing up with this Two of Cups in the reverse. So this tells me that there's definitely broken communication. You feel like that you and this person can't get on the same page. You feel totally emotionally drained and dissatisfied with how this person has been treating you. But then there's this small part of you that just kind of like, I guess, is more curious than anything to see if there's hope. But on an emotional level, you're kind of sick and tired of this fool. This person has a problem making a decision, especially since they're still trying to figure out a little bit what's going to happen with said third party. That I keep getting that, like, okay, well, we're going to see what happens with this third party. And then I may holler at Alicia later. Okay, so how do they feel about Alicia? I'm hooking you up, girl. I'm hooking you up for the free 99. You better hit the like button, girl. I'm hooking you up for the free 99. See? Strength. And the King of Swords in the reverse. And the Fool. You know, I'll tell you what the problem is with this fool. They're so unsure about you. And if you go back to this person, I could definitely see this person still being confused about you. This feels like somebody that just really struggles with being honest. This feels like a liar, a person that'll tell you everything you want to hear. And then the whole time you're finding out a bunch of BS and you're like, what the hell? And it's breaking your heart. So what does this person want with Alicia then? Ten of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse. They want the convenience of a relationship without necessarily anything serious. So you want with the Two of Cups in reverse, that tells me you wanted a real relationship. You wanted the love. You wanted all the things. And they kept disappointing you. And I know you were on the live earlier when I was going in about how within 3 months, ladies, we got to hold these fools accountable. If a man doesn't want to commit to you in a monogamous relationship within 3 months, let them go. Within a year to 2 years, if they don't propose to you, let them go. And you got to mean that. Because if you don't, they're going to keep lying to you and stringing you along. And that's what this fool does, Alicia. And it breaks your heart because you were really hoping that it could work. And it breaks your heart so much because it's like it's the lies, it's the betrayal, it's the options. But like I said earlier, Alicia, a man will keep a woman in his life as a place filler until they find the woman that he really wants to marry. And I hate to say this, beloved, but your energy, according to him, feels like he's using you as a place filler. If I were to be completely honest, that's why I said you're probably going to unsubscribe by today. But I'm trying to save you from more pain. And it's so unfortunate, but some men refuse to just be honest and say, I like you, but I'm not truly seeing a future with you as a wife. And they rather just keep you along, string you along for the benefits of this fake relationship until they do find the one that they're looking for. And that's so unfortunate because you so deserve better than that. It's right here that you were really giving your heart and soul. And is this, if anything, the best way to describe your energy is very disappointed. Like, I think you were really hoping for so much more because of what he was saying wasn't truth. And that sucks, man. Been there, been there. Okay. Are you a water sign? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag? I'm getting either you're a fire sign or a water sign. I could be wrong. You're an air sign. Okay. You must have some water or fire in your chart. Do you know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign? You're harnessing a lot of emotion for an air sign. It's quite fascinating. You must have a lot of water in your chart or just a lot of love for this person. What is your sign? What is your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign? Do you know? Your moon, Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Well, I got the fire part. Moon. You have any water though? Got a lot of got a lot of water in this reading. Man. Okay. Libra and Sagittarius. And you forgot the other one. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. So for you to be a Libra, I think that's what held you back too, because a lot of time Libras have a hard time making a decision. And during the time you were with him, you were probably like giving him the benefit of the doubt, trying to judge him and decide if this thing is going to work and if this person's telling the truth. You know, Libras are all about giving people a chance, right? You're like, let me just figure this out, right? Alicia, you're like, let me see. Let me get all the evidence. Let me see. Hmm. And then the whole time he's letting you down, letting you down. But then check your natal, check out your natal chart because I really feel like you may have or you just have a lot of love for this person. You know, just a lot of love harness. But anywho, it was fun playing along with you. You said definitely accurate. The evidence. I know. I'm the truth. Listen, if you are new here, I am not one of those little fake, phony, doing it for the gram type of tarot readers. Your girl is the real deal. I've been truly blessed with the spiritual gift. I just use tarot divination as a guide to help me channel messages and energies. But yeah, holla at your girl. Make it a mind, spiritualguidance.com if y'all ever need a reading. We're gonna do a couple of more and then we're gonna close this live, y'all. Yeah. Alicia says she's definitely the real deal, y'all. Booked. Yes. Thank you, boo. And listen, all of you that have been my day ones, all of my members, all of my regular subscribers, y'all know I don't play. We coming with the realness on here because we got to. We got to hold these fools accountable so we can find people that's really about loving us properly. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. Thank you so much for being open with us today. All right, we're going to move on to our VIP list once again. We have Aries Beauty 96. Aries Beauty, where art thou? Miss Aries Beauty, where is she? All right, there she is. Hello, hello, hello. All right, she says, hey, you're gorgeous. Thank you so much, Aries Beauty. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. I don't feel gorgeous today because I'm still recovering from my surgery, but I'm here. Thank you. You want to know, is there anything you need to know right now regarding love? All right, let's see. Let's see, boo. I love open ended questions because I like to wow the crowd. All right, let's see, Aries. You tell me if I'm on track with you, okay? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Doing better, y'all. Doing better. Spirit, tell me about Aries Beauty 96. What does she need to know surrounding her love life? What does she need to know? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles. Aries Beauty. Are you someone that's still holding a grudge with your ex? Still having a little bit of built up frustration and tension you got with that old raggedy ex of yours that's preventing you from being open and totally vulnerable to new love? Because I feel like one of your biggest blockages is exactly that. So there's power in forgiveness. You got to be willing to let go of the past and be open to embracing beautiful love in your future. I feel like right now you're just kind of looking out for yourself, focusing on your career, your finances. A lot of that stuff is kind of like what you're focusing on because I think for you, you just feel like it's hard to open up to people after that toxic, raggedy relationship that I was absolutely right about because you said in the chat, yeah, he did me so wrong, Mika, but I feel like I healed. You feel like you healed, but if an amazing guy were to come up to you right now You're going to buckle. This is going to be you. This is going to be you, Aries beauty. Okay. You like me? Okay. So show me. You're not going to say that, but that's what you're going to be thinking. And you're going to watch that food like a hawk, and you're going to wait for the moment that that new person is going to drop the ball. And you'll be like, yep, see, knew it, knew it. I knew I couldn't take this thing the full 9 yards with this person. I knew it. I knew it. You want love. You may even go out there and date. But when it meets you right dead in the eye, you're going to be like, hmm. Okay. All right. So what else? What else you got? Okay. You brought me flowers. So what? Next. What else you got? You see what I'm saying? The poor man is going to be shaking in his boots, and he can be Mr. Wonderful. Let the man breathe. Damn it, Aries beauty. Let the man breathe. I know because I'm an Aries moon. Let the man breathe. That's what you need to know about your love life. If you do that, you'll have more success. And I think that's your biggest blockage is you got to, just open up a little bit more, not be so guarded. And being open to just like let people make mistakes, but don't hold them, hold people accountable. But like if someone messes up on something kind of petty, like just talk to them about it, give them a chance. Character, consistency, integrity. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking to say, yep, see, knew it, be gone, bitch, my. No, 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 nope. That's what you need to know about your love life. Thank you for playing along. I'm glad it resonates with you. It's all good. It takes time. And we will never 100% heal. Let's be clear, ladies. We may be broken down and hurt, fellas. You may be broken down and hurt. We just have to be open to new love. And that's enough. But you can't assume everybody is going to be a bad person. We have to let them show us that they're a bad person before we can say they really are a bad person. Does that make sense? No, no jumping to conclusions, in other words. All right, I'm going to do a freebie real quick, and then we're going to do the last reading of the day, which is Alicia. I think she submitted a super chat. Did you submit a super chat, Alicia? Let me see what I got. Oh no, okay. No, that wasn't her. That was no, that wasn't her. All right. So we're done with VIPs. So we'll just do a few freebies. We're done with VIPs. Yay. I'm gonna courtesy do the ones that send less than $9.99 just because I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. Sims, Sims, and Geek. Geek. Sims and Geek. Sims, I need your question. Geek, I got your question. Don't send super chats, y'all. Don't send super chats. Stop sending. Don't send super chats. Ashley, don't send super chats. All right, Ashley, I'll take your question. No more super chats, y'all. Don't send super chats. Don't send super chats. I gotta wrap it up, y'all. I've been on this live too long, and I still got readings to do tonight. So I can't do a bunch of questions. So if you send a super chat, it's a donation. But I do need Sim's question. Sims, are you still here? If not, then we're gonna skip you, boo, because I don't have a question for you. Sims, Geek, and then we're gonna do Ashley, and then we're gonna do some freebies. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate it. I've been on a live too long. Last call for Sims. Last call for Sims. Okay, Sims. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next. Next. Are we doing Geek? Geek, are you here? Oh, Lisa, I still got to do your question. Dang it, Lisa. I'm so sorry, boo. Dang it, Lisa. I forgot. See, that's why I got to write stuff down. All right, I'm going to do you next, Lisa, after Geek. I'm sorry, Lisa. I sure did say I was going to do your question the other day. I mean, after the other reading. I'm gonna write it down because if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget you again. My bad, Lisa. I'm so sorry. It'd be a lot of commotion. I'll be on tangents and be forgetting people. My bad, Lisa. Mama Lisa. Forget Mama Lisa, y'all. I ought to be shamed. Geek, are you here? Geek. Okay. Let's do it, Geek. Geek wants to know, is true lasting love coming for you this month or soon? Thank you. All right, let's see, Geek. Is true lasting love coming to Geek soon? Death and the King of Wands. The answer is no. That's because you're not really taking a lot of action towards like pursuing love. I think you've kind of given up on the pursuit. And it looks like you're kind of in a space of like kind of healing or trying to just spend time to just rejuvenate, and get yourself balance. So until you get that oomph to go out there and pursue love, try to put yourself out there, there's going to be delays in finding your true love. So I think you just need to make yourself available, not necessarily go out there and say, "Hey, I want to be with you," but like just make yourself seen, go to events and things like that. So people know that you're single and ready to mingle. All right, geek. I don't know if you're still in the background, but that's your reading. Lisa's next. All right, Lisa. Okay, so Lisa has a career venture. So Mama Lisa, our amazing mod extraordinaire. She wants to know, will she make a career move in skincare with Caitlin in months to come? Yes or no? You've been a healthcare provider for over 40 years. This move offer will be a new field for you. Okay, let's see. That's cool. Spirit, will Lisa be making a career move in skincare with Caitlin in months to come? We have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Justice. So I wouldn't say in months to come. I think you're actually going to be waiting until you can find a balance or what you deem as correct and fair for you, because there's a lot of challenges that come with this. And until you feel like these challenges or these barriers or these things that's making it very, very difficult for you to get the results that you're looking for, Lisa, whatever that means for you just don't feel too confident with like pursuing this fully with her. So you want to get to a space of being totally satisfied with what you're about to get into and feel totally balanced and in control. So until you see that it makes sense and it can make money and you're going to get a fair amount of return on investment, you're not budging. Lisa says, "Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, you're not budging on this that quickly. Yeah, you're holding on to your coin very tightly. You're like, yeah, no. Let's see what's going to happen first. That's where you at with it. Yeah, you're kind of being smart about it because let's be honest, there's always risk involved with starting a new business. And so for you, you want to really truly make sure that everything is going to be on the up and up and that you're going to get a return on your investment. And I think that's smart, to be honest, as a businesswoman myself, like, especially when it comes to partnerships, that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge, especially since this is like a business venture that you don't have a lot of um, experience in. I would say move with a lot of caution because something's a little shady about this offer. And I think you know what I'm talking about fairness. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good question. Good question. Ashley Boo. It's okay, Ashley. It's all right. You've been a subscriber for a while now. I don't mind taking you in your question. You'll be the last super chat of the night, and then we'll do some freebies. Y'all ready for some freebies after Ashley? All right, Ashley. I know you are, Lisa. Hold on to it, boo, until you get a lot of clarity. One of the biggest money investment and business advice I can give to people: never put your money into anything that you don't know 110% that you know. So basically, don't put your money in something that don't make sense to you. If you feel like something's off, it probably is. If something feels like it's too good to be true, it probably is. I'm not saying that this thing, Lisa, is bad, but there's something that I'm getting heavily about. You're not going to be totally satisfied with some type of fairness with it. And I don't know if it's a money or a return. I don't know. It's something about that. And I think if that's a true thing, then you don't have to do it. You can always do something else or do something for yourself. Being an entrepreneur is amazing, but you got to make sure as an entrepreneur, you always take into the factor of the risk factor. And the risk factor always is, if this thing flops, would I be okay with losing the money that I put in on this? And the answer is no, then don't do it. Because there's always the risk that it may not hit. Does that make sense? And you don't want to be up a paddle without, a creek. You put this money out and then you were like, oh, hoping it's really going to hit. It doesn't hit and it pisses you off. So just make sure you do your research. All right, Ashley, let's do this. Yeah, it is. And right now, I'm gonna be honest, we're going through a rough time in the economy. A lot of people are not having money to spend like they used to. And then when it comes to like the aesthetics and the beauty industry, it's so saturated to where it's going to be very hard to pull off beauty products. You know what I'm saying? And when you're talking about beauty products, skincare, and things like that, it's so overly saturated. You know what I'm saying? And you're competing against a lot of other big hitters. And then you got to look at the marketing, you got to look at the manufacturing. It costs. It really costs. All right, Ashley. Ashley wants to know, will CJ and you reconcile? Yeah, Lisa says, yeah, they not always afford Botox, etc. Exactly. It's like Botox and stuff is very luxury. And even like people that have money, it's a luxury thing. When you're talking about cosmetic type stuff, um, there's a lot of depending on where you are too. Depending on where you are, there may be a lot of competitors that do Botox too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at the risk. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Ashley. Will Ashley and CJ reconcile? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. Oh boy. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords in reverse. If this person comes back to try to reconcile with you, Ashley, this person is all talk and no action. I can see you being the one putting in a lot of work to make this thing work. Than this person. What's going to get them to come back is they want to get your attention. They want to know where they stand with you. And something about your energy, like what you do in the relationship, Ashley, is very healing or very supportive. Like, I feel like you're someone that kinda goes above and beyond in the relationship, and they appreciate that, but that's not fair to you, putting in all this work and then, you get the shorter end of the stick. Yeah, I think you want it more than they do, and they know that. Yeah, this person's gonna have a hard time not juggling you. Damn it. Yeah, this is not good. So if this person was someone that tried to put you in a third party situation, juggle you, or not prioritize you, or put other things as a priority in their life before you, when they lose what you do for them, Ashley, that is kind of what makes them want to come back, is that attention, that care, that eagerness to always make them feel important. You do a lot for them and they appreciate that, and they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear to keep that going. This is somebody that truly is not a soulmate. This feels like a karmic soulmate. Someone that was coming into your life to teach you a lesson, and you're going to find yourself in a repeated karmic cycle with this person if you keep this going, which you probably have noticed this about them, that they don't really change. Yeah, but it's like you guys have such a strong soul contract. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because it's something about like this person really just struggling, surrendering to this. They're so unstable, they're so unbalanced. And I think like on an intuitive level, Ashley, I think you really do feel, and you know what I'm talking about how you feel like there's something here with us. I can't put my hand on it, but why do I feel so drawn to this person? And it's because it's almost like a twin flame. And if you know anything about the twin flame journey, they go through cycles, lifetimes, where like that twin is a reflection of you, of something you need to work on. And until that person really does surrender, you're going to find yourself chasing what you feel like is familiar. I think you and this person are such a good fit if they were doing the right thing. Because even with the Page of Swords, Strength into a Pentacles, it's almost like somebody saying, I'm denying surrendering to this. So I'm just going to kind of like push Ashley to the side, almost like somebody that's like an avoiding the love. And this could be trauma induced, this could be scared of commitment induced. But when I tell you the energy you guys share is so strong, it's so unfortunate and disappointing. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you keep working on this, you're going to keep hurting yourself and breaking your heart, because this person's not budging. They're not changing. They're showing up as a Page of Swords, and yeah, they're not going to be cooperative. That's what I'm getting. They're not going to work with you. They're going to keep giving you a hard time. But they keep coming back because they feel it too, but they have so much internal drama and issues going on within them that makes them push love away, almost like an avoidance. So if you don't know anything about attachment styles, you seem like someone who is in an anxious attachment style, and this person is an avoidant. So look up those two attachment styles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cling on to it because you feel it, and this person is avoiding you, but they feel you. And they say opposites attract, but this is a weird dynamic that sucks in a big way. So they'll keep taking advantage of you. That's what you're going to feel like, and that's what's going to keep happening if you stay with this, unfortunately. I'm getting air sign and earth sign. So somebody is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody's definitely an air sign. A lot of air sign energy here. Okay. All right, Ashley. That's what I have for you. I'm going to do like 2 more questions and then we're going to keep this thing rolling. All right, Ashley. Who's the air sign, Ashley? You said, okay, thank you so much. Okay. I'm predicting somebody's an air sign in this. Gemini. Are you a Gemini with the gem? Okay. Air is in your chart. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll do 2 more freebies and then I'm closing this live, y'all. And I got to take a break. So if you have a dying question, hashtag Q in the chat with your question. No super chats. Okay, let's see. Giving people a chance to type their question. Put hashtag Q in the chat with your question. Ines. Ines has been here for a while. Ines. Ines wants to know, has Daniel moved on from you? Okay. Ines. Spirit, has Daniel moved on from Ines? No. He still is feeling very burdened about you. You're living rent free in his mind. All right. He hasn't totally moved on from you. All right. Is that Sanaka? Sanaka. Sanaka wants to know, is Assad truly a love Amber? Okay. The answer to that is no. I think this person is still harnessing a lot of heartbreak and pain. So, this is someone that's really cold and very emotionally unavailable. So, no, this person, Saka, is very cold and still, not really open to being emotionally vulnerable with anybody. Very, very heartbroken, this person. And she says, very. You're very welcome. Let's get some more, y'all. And then we're going to close this live. Get it in. Nafa wants to know, will John and you reconcile? Will John and you reconcile? 9 of Cups, Temperance, 7 of Swords. Underneath the deck, 6 of Swords, High Priestess in reverse. This person is, on purpose holding back from you. I think this is someone that's trying to make peace or trying to keep the peace or wait till, the fire dims, Nafa. He feels like it's too much fire in the kinship between you two. So, yes, at some point he's going to want to reconcile with you, but right now he feels like there's too much drama between you two for a reconciliation. But eventually, you're going to probably receive some type of communication from him. Don't recommend it though. He seems very petty. Laverne says, should I take the paperwork from the Puerto Rican guy? Should Laverne take the paperwork from the Puerto Rican guy? Seven of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles. You know, I think you don't trust this person. So I think go with your gut. Let's see, why don't you trust this person? The Hermit, okay. Because this person keeps disappointing you in some type of way. So Laverne, the answer is if your gut's telling you not to trust them, then don't trust them. Okay. I think there's been some type of truth that you can't really trust this person for some reason, Laverne. So I think you should listen to your gut. All right, one more, guys. I'm going to just pause real quick because your girl is exhausted. One more question, only one more, no super chat. Just put hashtag Q in the chat, and then we're going to do a collective reading. We're going to push that one back until 8:15. TS Flipping is our lucky winner for the last question. TS Flipping, will you reconcile with kid's dad? Spirit, tell me about TF Flipping. Will TF Flipping reconcile with the kid's dad? We have Temperance, Four Pentacles in reverse, Four Swords. Underneath the deck, the World in reverse, Queen of Cups, Judgment. This is a hard one for you to let go. But you also are in a very protective space where you're trying to protect yourself. But you really want to be with this person, but you feel like it would be a bad choice. Be careful with this person. I feel like this is somebody that can be a bit manipulative. Or someone that's not really good and honest. And they will do anything to kind of keep you in their energy. Why would they do that? This would be someone that definitely TF flipping. If they come back, it's because they don't want you with anyone else. Yeah. So be careful. That's what I feel like is happening. TS flipping is you're definitely dealing with someone who I feel like is doing it out of petty energy more than anything to keep you from moving on. But they're a piece of crap and you know it. And you're definitely protected. Your energy is very protected, so keep protecting yourself. TF Flipping says, woo, you on point. Thank you. You're very welcome. All right, y'all. That's my time. I love each and every one of y'all. I promise you, I wish I can do a reading for every single one of you. I really wish I could, but no worries. If I didn't get your question tonight, you can always book a reading with me at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. That's right, my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. I'm going to spam the chat for just a little bit so y'all can see the link. Go ahead and visit my website. Make sure that if you didn't get a question today, check out my website to book a reading tomorrow or today, whatever. I just probably won't get to it until tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for coming to the live. Be sure you stay tuned because I'll be back in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so to come and do a collective reading. And then, of course, we're going to do Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Sorry if I couldn't get to everybody tonight. I love each and every one of you, but I'm only one person. And remember, I'm always here when you need me for personal readings. Good night, everyone. If this is where I say goodbye to you, but I hope to see you in the collective reading because you never know, the messages may resonate. It's for any sign in the zodiac. All right, see you there. Love y'all. Thank you, Lisa.